Alright, so I'm currently on my WordPress dashboard. Remember in the last video, I mentioned that I'm going to show you how you can install the WPML SMTP in your WordPress site so that your website can be able to send out emails to their recipients, and you can also receive the contents of the form sent to you. Okay, well, primarily the main um, goal is to ensure that um, your website sent out emails. That is the major goal of installing the WPML SNTP plugin. So I'm going to quickly head over to plugins. So I'll head over to plugins and I'll click on add new. Now the plugin has already been installed on this site. It has already been installed. So I'll just walk you through on how you can uh, access the plugin and install it. Right. So we'll head over to search. So search for WPML SMTP. So this is it here, WPML SMTP by WP Forms. Okay, so as you can see, the plugin has been installed already. Plugin is already active, it has been installed. So since you've not installed it yet, assuming you have not installed it yet, you see install here. You click on install. Once it's been installed, you see activate. You then click on activate. So once it's activated, the plugin will now become active, and you will now see the plugin on the left hand side of your dashboard, which is this. So once it's been installed, you go to settings. All right, you go to settings. Now in the settings area is where you do the whole setup to ensure that the plugin starts working. All right, so we are going to head down to the from email. Okay, now your from email is the email address the emails are going to be sent to, which is primarily your business email address. Is the email address your emails to be sent to. All right, so that is your from email. So right here, our from email here is hello@gobili.co.uk. That's our from email. All right, so now this first from email means that if this is checked, it means that any email that is being sent from your website will be sent from this. It will always be sent from this email, no matter the email address you put in your contact form. Okay, no matter the email address you put on in your contact form setting, the emails will always be sent from this email here. You understand? So if you don't want it that way, you can check this, you can close this. But if you want it, if you want the email to be sent from this email address here, all the time, you can check this to make sure that it is on. All right, so from name here is the name of your website. All right, is the name that shows on the email. Okay, if the recipient receives an email, the person will see the name of your website. All right, so if you have any other name that you want the email to show, you can write it here. Now first from name also works the same way with first from email. It ensures that any email that is being sent always comes with your from name. All right, so okay, so as I mentioned earlier, WPML SMTP has access to a wide range of email clients. So all these are email clients or email servers you can actually use. You have PHP, you have SendLayer, but you're not going to be making use of any of these. You simply go down to other SMTP and click on other SMTP. All right, you'll be using other SMTP, which you have already chosen. Now the next thing is your SMTP host. Now your SMTP host is just like your email server. It's something as your email server, and your SMTP host usually by default it's usually your the hosting platform your website is being hosted. Okay, now the hosting website of your the hosting platform they provide the server, okay, that hosts your email address. Right now, to get your SMTP host is smtp.domainname. All right, now don't mind what is here. This we are using a different email client. We are not using our hosting servers hosting platform email server. We are using Zeptomail for ours. So, but that's if you are using Zeptomail. But if you are using your hosting email server, use smtp.yourdomainname. That's what you're going to write here. All right, smtp.yourdomainname. All right. Now, the next thing is the encryption. Now, your the outgoing emails are usually encrypted in order to ensure that in order to protect the contents of your email. Now we have two forms of encryption. We have SSL and TLS. Now SSL actually means secure socket layer. It's kind of an old security protocol used to encrypt data transferred between a user's browser and a website's server. It kind of ensures that sensitive information like passwords, the email content cannot be intercepted easily by hackers. All right. Now, websites that actually use SSL use HTTPS instead of HTTP. HTTPS means Hypertext Transfer Protocol, secured. It's kind of that the padlock sign you usually see on a website, right? The padlock sign, it shows that is being secure. Like here, connection is secure. So this is kind of this padlock sign here shows that the website only has SSL. It is fully secured. All right. So now the SSL is kind of outdated and no longer considered fully secured. All right, it's kind of outdated, so it's not usually used. So most websites they use they do not use SSL, they use TLS. I'll be explaining TLS in a bit. They use TLS. They call it maybe when you purchase a hosting and domain name, they usually install a certificate. They usually call it SSL certificate, but it's in normal sense it's not SSL certificate, it is TLS certificate. All right, like here our browser has this padlock sign here shows it's a TLS certificate. It's a TLS certificate, not an SSL certificate. So now for TLS actually means transport layer security. Is the modern version of SSL because it's more secure and more efficient than SSL, and also it uses stronger encryption algorithms and better authentication. So TLS is much more stronger and more secure than SSL. Now, each of these encryptions always comes with their SMTP port. All right. Now, SMTP port is kind of the network channel or the door through which emails are sent from your WordPress site to the email server and then delivered to recipients. Now, remember I told you that the WP Mail SMTP is kind of a bridge that connects your website to the email server. Now, you can consider this SMTP port as a kind of door or a channel in that bridge that allows through which that email passes through in order to get to your email client. All right. So it is kind of it's kind of a number. It kind of the port itself is kind of a number that defines how your email connects to the server. All right. So for SSL, the number is the port number is 465. For TLS, the port number is 587. All right. So now your SMTP username is your from email. All right, your business email. Okay, not email API key, we have a different settings for ours. So your SMTP username is your email address. Now your SMTP password is the password you use to create your email address in your cPanel. All right. So remember your cPanel when you are creating your email address in the email account section, you have to input and you have to use a password. You have to use a password, a strong password to create the email address. So the password you use to create the email address is what you're going to input here. Right. So once you have done these settings correctly, you are going to click on save settings. Now, once you save these settings, your website will start sending out emails to their recipients. When your recipient fill a form, they will actually get, if you set it in a way that they will receive an email, they actually receive an email. Your website will start sending out emails to their recipients. So this is how you can fix the issue of your website not sending out emails. I hope this video was educative. Thank you so much for watching.